beautiful co-creators, Lilou here. I'm on the Juicy Living Tour, and today we're at Halma Church with my friend Ken that I met in Sedona, magically, serendipitously, synchronistically, and now I'm in Denver, Colorado, with some amazing interviews, and today we're meeting teens. So this is juicy. This is as juicy as it gets, really.
This is exciting. This is our Mile High Teen Ministry. And these young people are
faces.
The movers and shakers of the future of New Thought. And so we thought we'd give them an opportunity here to see what the Juicy Living Tour is all about. I want you to all say hi to Lilou Massé.
Hey! It's good to be here.
Lilou has been doing this tour all over the world, but she's also got this book out, I Lost My Job and I Liked It. So obviously
that happens.
She likes to call what she's doing her work, but I don't know, it looks more like fun to me. But she's having a good time doing it. And why don't you tell everybody a little bit about the tour?
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell for 1 second how it started, because I really started on YouTube in March 2006. We're just uploading video blogs, and people started watching those videos, and more people watched it until it arrived to a point where there was millions of people watching it. And then I thought, there's something going on here. By me sharing my life authentically and what I'm going through, the challenges, the insights that I have about life, but also the wonderful people that I encounter along the way. So the tour started really like that, and it took more and more part of my life. And on the side I had a job, and that job in marketing, I lost it back in London, because I moved from Chicago back to London. And when I lost it, I thought, you know, this is really the time to do what I love doing, and this is an opportunity that life is giving me to make a living from doing videos and just continue interviewing people. So that's what the Juicy Tour is about. It just started in January, and now I have nearly 1 million viewers a month that watch it on YouTube, and from all over the world. It's a global conversation about people opening their heart and sharing how juicy life is and how juicy life can get once we start opening our heart, when we start following our intuition, when we start living our truth and our authentic self. And we all have a unique expression, and this is what I'm doing. I was camera shy, I'm still shy, I'm not used to speak to people, but there's something bigger than me that is going through me, you know, and helping and supporting this big project, and people are inspired. And that's how we met in Sedona, and it's just so wonderful, filled with amazing synchronicities, including being here.
Yes, amazing synchronicities. This is, as Lilou said, we met in Sedona. In Sedona, you guys heard me talk about this. There was a conference called Finding the Gift and Shift. And at the conference, Lilou was there interviewing all of these amazing speakers who were talking about the shift in consciousness that we talk about all the time. And what she's basically making is a video record of the thoughts and the ideas and the guidance, if you will, of the people who are participants in this movement that we are part of. Yeah. Which is really, really kind of exciting. So you guys have an opportunity here today to be a part of this. As Lilou said, there's 1 million hits a month on her site on YouTube. So,
and you're juicy, you know, where the juiciness, everybody, and you can share with us your perception of what is living actually a juicy life. What does that mean? We all, you know, for me, it's a life of traveling and of meeting people and of connecting and sharing love and having fun and doing juicy cooking and juicy interviews and listening to what life tells, you know, and the feedback that I'm receiving, and then just following that flow. And it can be so magical. I'm really here to say life is magical, and we're magicians, and we're co-creating with God, we're co-creating with the universe all the time. And the more we trust this flow, the more we trust this energy, then amazing things happen.
Wow.
And so, how juicy do you think life is?
I want to say a word about juicy.
Juicy.
Because about a month before I met Lilou, somebody else used the word juicy as part of their work. And I was like, wow, that's a great word. That's a fabulous word, because it really, it makes you feel stuff, doesn't it? When I say things are juicy, doesn't that make you feel something about it? And then I meet Lilou, and the name of her tour is the Juicy Living Tour. I'm like, wow, that's what we're doing. What we are doing is juicy. This is the juice of life. This is the stuff from which the future is created. And I think it's really exciting to be around for this. And I think it's important for you guys to see that there's more to this than just what we do in the teen church on a Sunday. That this is a global thing. This is happening all over the world. And I really would like you guys to take this opportunity to maybe ask a question or two of Lilou. If something occurs to you, what would you like to know about what she's doing, about the tour? And please wait for me to come to you with the microphone. Come on, I know somebody's got a question. Come on. All right,
do you want to share your experience of what you're learning here, or what you're seeing in life, or if life appears juicy or not? Yeah.
We got Kevin. Kevin's always ready to talk. Don't yawn into the mic, promise me.
Okay, I'll try not to. Well, like when you say juicy, that reminds me of the expression when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
Uh-huh.
You're not always getting lemons. Sometimes you got like apples or whatever, but you just gotta like juice them for what you got, get the sweet stuff out.
Yeah.
You know, serve it up.
Yeah. That's
Very
exactly
cool.
that.
That's exactly what it is. You know, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. You know, I got a friend who says when life gives you lemons, make margaritas. But that's an adult perspective.
Me.
But that's, you know what, that's, I think Kevin hits the nail squarely on the head. The whole idea that regardless of what life presents to us, there is always something positive we can make out of it. Now, you guys live by that. I know that. That's part of the philosophy that you grew up in, right?
Yeah, and that's it. And that's exactly that. It's like whatever is happening, I feel is happening for a reason. And losing my job was a big one, big one. When I moved from the U.S. to the UK, and then 7 months later, I got fired, was made redundant, and that was a big step. And my ego got really shut down. But that was the moment where I had to, within that suffering and that kind of identity shift, I had to look what was deeper than that and what was truly my motivation, and to find who I was really beyond the status, beyond the money I was making, beyond this job. And what I found is really love. Who I am is love. And I start reopening my heart, because my parents divorced when I was 12, and I really had a lot of trouble with my parents. And it was just like they were always the problem. So I really left France at the end of my studies when I was 20, and I said, no more, you're the one it's because of you that my life is not complete and full and happy. And so I left. I moved to the US. I didn't even tell my parents. I ran away, and I had the same problem in the US than in France. I was still there.
It's funny how that works. It doesn't matter where you go, you take your problems with you.
And then I did the first personal development seminar, and then I saw something new. And I saw that I had to take responsibility now for my life 100%. And from that point on, things start opening up and shifting.
Wow. You started out with just doing a blog, though. It was just you talking into the camera?
Yeah, just a little video blog from the webcam. And we started something called the 100-Day Challenge. For 100 days, we would post video blogs and share our intentions for 100 days.
Wow.
And then it started opening up. Things started happening because I heard myself saying those big dreams and dare to state it. And dare to start opening up and shine and say, this is what I want. I said, I want to meet Oprah Winfrey within 2 months. And I did. 2 days later, there was somebody that bumped into Oprah and said, Lilou's dream is to meet you. And so I was in the audience of Oprah's show, and she was sharing how, she was sharing her dream job. So there's no coincidence there. I was there to listen to that. And when I saw Oprah, I said, this is what I want to do. There's something in her, in what she's doing. I don't know what it can look like for me, but there's something in there that I resonated with. And then without any skills, and I'm not a good communicator, but I do it with the heart, and that's what's the most important. And I think that's why people stuck to the journey too, and just wanted to be part of it, because I believe as more as we open up and be vulnerable and say what's really going on for us, then we liberate others to also speak their truth.
Wow.
And the more we do that, the more it gives permission to others, and then we can really create magic then. But we have to open up first.
Yeah.
We have to do the first step.
You guys have heard that before, haven't you? Yeah. Our mistaken belief, part of our problem is our mistaken belief that something outside of our own hearts must change first. It's got to start here. It's got to start with your own personal vulnerability. Open up to the possibilities. Open up to what can be. I love how you say you're not a good communicator. You guys think she's not a good communicator? Did she get the message across to you guys?
Well, I am shy, and it's always a matter of, I think we're very courageous souls to be right now on this planet, and there is a lot that is happening, and it's up to us. The more we're going to be ourselves, the more we're going to be able to assess what's really going on here. Whatever we're doing, the more we're going to open up our heart, and even if it's a smile, or then things, we're contributing to the evolution of consciousness on this planet. And right now we're the strongest of the strongest. Little grandmother says that. She's in her 30s, and she's really, she was taught by spirit everything that she knows now, and she just shares that with an open heart. And it's beautiful to see, and she just says, you know, we're called, we've been called right now to be on this planet because there's some major things going on.
Right.
And it's about shifting from the mind to the heart. We don't need to understand everything. We just need to follow what's right. The Juicy Tour felt right to me. I didn't have the finances to start it. And I wanted the sponsors and this and that as a proof that I could start it. But it's when I stepped in it, and once I decided to take this flight to Santa Fe from France without the funds, that the funds starting to show up, and the people to interview, and everything.
Wow.
So it's a quantum leap.
Do me a favor, tell a little bit of that story to these guys, because they hear all the time the idea about it, say yes. Say yes to life. Say yes to what Spirit offers you. Say it's all about saying yes. Yeah. And then things start to happen. Tell them a little bit of the detail of how you flew to Santa Fe and you didn't have the money and how that all transpired.
I just flew here. You know, I just flew here. I had a friend that lived in Santa Fe, so that's how it started. And just I needed a computer. Didn't have a proper computer. Decided to, with the money I had, really get a computer. And on that same day, there was a donation on the website of that same amount that I had just got that computer for. And everything has been like that. And now I was able to fly in Linda. You know, Linda is incredible graphic artist. She created the logo, which is me with a little camera, and so many, and the website, and so much more. All that for free. So many people have volunteered, and then, you know, when she told me she has a potential publishing deal with her for a children's book here in Colorado, I said, come over. You know, this is part of your dream. This is all happening. So it's so fulfilling to be there for others and to help them fulfill their dreams with people contributing from all around the world. I mean, it's been in tens of thousands of dollars here in a month, money just coming in to support the tour. And it's because people have been posting those videos online for free for 4 years on YouTube. I've never asked anything. And now that there's this tour going on, people want to see that, and people are ready to support those kind of initiatives. So it doesn't have to be the traditional way or how things were done before. New things are being created. We are the leaders, and the more we are ourselves and shining out our light, then the universe supports that 100%. If you do that 100% truthfully, not for fame or not for, you know, to have money for yourself, but if everything is flowing, then it's full support, and it's very abundant, and that's a true abundance. It's that money flowing in to help others and to help raise the vibration on the planet. It's the juiciness of the connection and the, you know, meeting people like you and interviewing great people that are sharing their wisdom and juiciness. It's the beautiful landscape and the nature, and it's all of that and more.
And more. And
the food.
The food?
And the food.
The food is good. You know, but it's so, in so many ways.
The cookies. She makes awesome cookies.
Rain made awesome cookies.
Spot on her. She makes awesome cookies. This girl is gifted. She puts love into those cookies. They're so good. What's your name? Rain. Rain? Cool. Awesome.
That's our Rain.
Yeah. And that's what it's about. It's making a cookie with love is helping others around us to raise their... It helps to raise the vibration. Juiciness. It makes people feel happy, and that's what ripples out. It's not just making videos or having a radio show, or no, it's not. It's every little thing.
Yeah,
that we do.
It's about being that conduit for all that we want, all we desire, all that's good, all that serves the higher good to flow through us. And that's what the yes is all about. It's about making myself that pathway for the divine to operate. Because, you know, you've all heard this before. The divine operates through us, as us. Otherwise, it's just watching.
It needs us, really. It really needs us to, because we have bodies, you know, we can be so grateful for our bodies. I know that we don't love it all the time, and I'm one that definitely has that issue. But I just am, you know, I'm more and more thankful for it, because I'm like, what a tremendous gift it is to have a body right now, and to be able to communicate and to go around and move around and do some things, and to, you know, we need to use this thing. Yeah. This is a vehicle to make things happen too. And not forgetting that we are this really infinite, the soul has, and the universe has this tremendous knowledge and information that we can access. And that's what I think more and more of us are discovering right now, that we have access to this infinite source of intelligence that works through us and that needs us to do the work here on the planet. Because for me, we're part of this big universe. You know, there's like planet Earth, but really there's so many other universes and planets, and I believe there's other beings that are here to support us. You know, angels are definitely, I call angels all the time, and I said, you know, guys, I need you guys, and I just called the whole army, and I said, come with me, I need your help and support. So I got them organized in little rows, and they go right, left, finding me juicy people, and you know, they're part of their big unseen team here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, you know what? It's very interesting. Little things like that happen. You meet people all around you that are people who can move whatever it is that you're trying to express forward. And Lilou has those people now all over the planet. People that will help her move the message forward simply by picking up the phone and making a phone call. I mean, you know, and people are on board to help out, right? You know what? And
People want to.
I think I can say this because I promised these people a plug anyway. The Table Mountain Inn in Golden, Colorado is comping the room for Lilou to stay in as a sponsor of the tour. That's a direct result of Lilou knowing me. I called them. I told them I was a local resident and what Lilou was all about, and that they'd get a little plug and blah, 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 and they like jumped all over it. It's all about facilitating her movement. And that is what you all have available to you for the things you want to express. And we have a question. Rain.
Yeah.
From the Cookie Maker.
Cookie!
Well, it's more of a reaction to that because I'm a writer too, and I met this publisher. It's a very little publisher, but I met her at a writing class, and she took a look at my work, and she said, yeah, when you finish something, bring it to me, and I'll publish it for you. Yeah. And I wasn't even looking for that. I was just like, oh, writing classes looks like fun. And she was like, yeah, sure. You know, I'm always looking for new teams to publish.
Yeah.
New things, interesting things in your writing.
Yeah, you guys can create a lot right now, and that's what people are asking for, and that you've got the wisdom and the knowledge and the heart and the information to share with everybody. Really, it's going to come from you. And so it's your duty to do that, to create products, and people are waiting for that. That's why they're trying to reach out. So yes, there's amazing opportunities. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We have a rainbow t-shirt. Rainbow.
Okay. So with everybody that you've interviewed and everywhere you've gone around the world, what would you say is the most prominent thing that you've heard that can like influence your life or you know, whatever, really?
The one that really changed a lot of things is when I heard that our thoughts create our reality. That what we think of and focus on each day is what we're bringing into manifestation. So I start practicing that and learning that how can I create my own reality? How juicy can my reality can be? And Michael Lozier is great with that. He has a book on the law of attraction. But I love what Gay Henrik said. You know, in the morning he just says, I wonder how juicy life can be today. You know, and if you start your day like that, I mean, come on, bring it on. You're ready. And you're on this vibration that is going to attract other things of that same vibration. We are vibrational beings. We are. And when we say things and when we emanate and when our heart is aligned with that and we say that truthfully for the right reasons, is just it comes at us. We're like magnets. And that's really what discovering what our true power and essence. And it's for the good. So yeah, the law of attraction was a big one, like The Secret. I know there's a secret for teens too. That was a nice first step. And then after that, really, the whole opening of the heart and trusting life, and going from the mind to the heart, and just living from the heart, and listening and seeing life from the heart, has tremendously made a huge shift. And that was like a tipping point. I was afraid to reopen my heart. I was really protective of that. So the more I heard that, and every day I keep on hearing that from everywhere, people from all around the world, all ages, And it was like, okay, there must be something there. And it just felt right. I think we know when it's truthful. You know, we just have to check in. That's really the... And some people say we even can listen to our body, how the body feels. That's a good way of knowing. But really, we have all the detectors here. We're amazing. We really are goddesses and gods, you know, and co-creating constantly. So yeah, that our thoughts become our reality. That was a big one. And now I'm more at a place where I'm just surrendering to life and trusting, because I feel I've stepped in finally in my dream 100%. Like before, I was doing the video blogs and I was interviewing people and I was doing it on webcam because I was comfortable. I was not comfortable to be in person with people. It was too intimate. Like this would have been way too intimate for me some time ago. And now I just decided to go fully for this because this was really what I was called, and I felt like those last 4 years was a training for that. So now it's just like surrendering and kind of letting, I'm being carried by life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's, you know, that's a message I hope that you all resonate with, because that's what this philosophy is all about. That's what all of New Thought is about. The idea that as you take on the yes, and as the universe starts to prove to you that it's on your side, that it is for you, not against you, that it is always working with you, that little by little by little, you get to just surrender, and you allow the universe then to take the wheel. You allow the universe to be in charge and to show you. Yeah, it's much easier.
Otherwise, it's hard work. And I've tried all my life. I'm a hard-working person. Like I really long hours. I'm on the internet, and I posted 1,400 videos online, and I've more or less shooted those, interviewed those people, edited them. I mean, you guys know with the computers that you could take hours, and I just, you know, I don't know how I did that. I certainly had help from something else, because this is. And it just, you know, it just happened. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway.
Hey, you know what? You went where you went. Kevin, do you have a question?
Not a question, just kind of a statement. But I was just going to say, like, once you find your calling, it seems that, like, the universe conspires to, in your favor.
Totally.
You know, it's like the stepping stones just fall in place, and all you have to do is walk.
Yeah.
And so it is. That's exactly how it works.
That's exactly that. But the question is, you know, how do you actually find your life purpose? A lot of people have that. And I believe like all what we need to do is really follow our heart and just trust and do things that feel good. And if there's some things that are hurtful in our life or they're not going right, just flush that with love and just completely continue to go in that process, and things are gonna more and more open up. One thing that Cynthia talks a lot about is gratitude. And the more you're grateful for the small things, each night before I go to bed, I say 5 things I'm grateful for during the day. And that's how I fall asleep. And it creates more of that. Mm-hmm. And then our life purpose, we can find it. It's the things that we love doing. I love learning. I love interviewing people. I love being on a one-on-one and sit down with a person and get into their world. Like just, you know, understand. And it's kind of like I get into the painting or I get into their universe, because we all have a different way of seeing it. And I just love that. It's such a place where I feel in meditation, where I'm just connecting with another human being and my mind is turned off and I'm there. And I know that's my life soul's purpose, because it feels just right and it's at ease and it's not complicated and I can do that for hours. It's time, you know, it's timeless and it's unconditional. Money or no money, it doesn't matter. I love it. And that's where it's juicy. That's where really it's juicy, when it's unconditional, because you just love doing that and you just do it. And it brings more energy to your life.
And then you get to find out that the universe is supporting you, that the universe is for that. The universe wants that for you. Yeah. That's huge. But I really love what you're talking about to these young people is the experience of your life, and the experience of your life, very subtly, I'm sure they're all getting it, that there's a daily spiritual practice thing involved here, which is kind of a catchphrase around here. They're always making fun of Ken, because Ken always talks about daily spiritual practice, but it really is about meditation. It's about gratitude. It's about all of those things
we have to do that
we express to the universe.
Well, but it has, I'm not too disciplined too either in that regard. And I found out that actually I'm meditating when I'm doing interviews. So this is a spiritual practice. I'm doing my soul work, and our soul work is spiritual practice. When I'm in an interview, I'm meditating. Do I need to sit down and really meditate each day? No. When I look at nature, I'm meditating. Each time, each moment, I think it's about more being present every moment, enjoying it, like, gratitude definitely opens up being in the present moment, opens our hearts, and there we're more connected. The more our heart is open, the more we're just, you know, in alignment, the more synchronicities are going to happen and magic. So practice, yes, but let's not, you know, let's have fun with these, because collage is making vision boards, taking a magazine, you know, and cutting all those pictures and creating a vision board is awesome, and it's so much fun.
Yep.
And you create those collages, and you just, of things that feel good, and you just look at it and just more on the feeling place, and then things manifest. That's energy too.
Yep. It's all about that feeling thing. Frankie.
Journaling, I mean, how awesome. Journaling, I've been journaling since I'm 8 years old. No wonder my book is a journal. It's a 30-day journal.
Well, like, going back to kind of what Kevin said about, like, life laying out the stones for you, and it's just a matter of you taking the steps. I think it's more of a thing that people spend so much time looking and searching for what they want to do in their life, and they don't really let it fall around them. You have to be open to it, and you have to just let it be. Yeah. And I think people just get so lost trying to find, like, they're so set on, oh, I have to do this, like, I'm supposed to be a doctor. And it's like, you know, maybe you're supposed to be a lawyer.
Yeah, and maybe you're supposed to, you know, maybe you're supposed to bake bread with love. You know, let's stop listening to other voices outside, and let's start listening to our own and what feels good. We know. At whatever age, we know. Even more so now, we're so connected. That we have to listen to that and do that respectfully with other people that have raised us or that have contributed to us being alive on this planet, you know, with that love and their permission. But, you know, I think we really should listen to our truth, whether it's making music. I mean, I work with a lot of musicians now, and we're putting together an album for the Juicy Tour, and it's just, you know, and giving the opportunity to people all around the world to just express how juicy life is. And it's all right now collaboration. It's not competition anymore. So you can create things together as a group here that could be of such an impact to the world. I mean, anything is possible now with the internet. You just have to, we have to come together and share those ideas. And look, I mean, when I listen to you, this is just so wonderful. This is such a blessing for all of us to hear those words. We don't have to wait for the teachers or the authority figures or the government, you know, to make those decisions for us. We're the one. We're really the one that've been called to be here right now and do our work. So, I mean, how awesome is YouTube to just do video blogs? And I can't even believe what happened with them. Now I'm standing here. I don't. It's like, what? You know, it's really cool. It is.
It's an amazing journey, and but it's you know, to me, it's the give and take here between you guys and Lilou. I love, because what you are learning, what you are practicing, what you are kind of embracing is your lifestyle, is your way of being, is what she has lived, and is demonstrating to you right here and right now that your dreams are not just fantasies. Your dreams are the future reality of your life. Yeah. That it unfolds for you as you want it to be. And there's no greater thing for me to do than to bring you a living example of how that works. And Lilou is certainly that. I love, what I love about her is that she's different from other people that we know. We can all name people we know who are living their dream. Her dream is kind of like maybe everybody's dream. I mean, she lost her job. She lost her income. She decided to do something she really truly loved, and she's meeting some of the great minds on the planet, interviewing them, sharing that knowledge with young people, and the world is contributing, the universe is contributing to her continuing to be able to do that. How does it get any better? And you know,
even when I hear young people, I mean, for me, there's no difference, and that's something that I really think this world is coming to see, is that there's no difference now between teachers and students, young, old. Wow. you know, we're all in the same boat, and we have to stop with those separation and those labels and, oh, I'm indigo and you're crystal and you're part of this and you're Reiki thing and you are the teacher, guru, whatever, Nota Yanga. Well, frankly, we're all in the same boat right now, and we all have to step up. And that's really what there is. It's not about how many years we lived on the planet. You know, we tap in this knowledge, all of us. So the more we open up to it, that's really the job. The more we're going to be vectors and, you know, and co-creators on this planet. So young people, no, I'm young too. I'm juicy. We all are.
You're all young.
No, but yeah, I'm 33. It's happening now.
But you're right. You're 100% right. I mean, it's, you know, we are all here to learn from each other. We are here to express our gifts so that everyone can learn from our gifts.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing, and it's really, yeah. There's an old expression where if you're called to do something. And we all wrestle with that little worthiness demon that says, who am I to do this? Or why would anyone listen to me? Why should I think I'm important? But the truth is, if you have something to express, there is always someone out there who needs to hear it, who needs to see it, who needs to know that you're doing it. And that's important. And it's important that you accept that invitation from the divine and say yes and do it.
Yeah.
And you manifest the life of your dreams.
Yeah, and Linda is another proof of that. She wrote a book called Dream Writers, and this is so, I mean, it's everywhere. People are, this is extraordinary. I'm thinking of dreams because you spoke earlier of dreams.
Yeah.
And she created this, she put that, she
bring
breathed that in a little novel. You see, this is the kind of initiatives that are needed.
Out here. Come on.
Awakening of the Dream Writers. I mean, how cool is that? And there is like, how many, those are teens?
Yeah, they're teens. And they're learning their they're learning their mission.
What is their mission?
Their mission's to bring that knowledge to other people.
That's you guys.
There you go.
That's you guys. Let's get that book. Who wants this book? Who wants to be a dream writer? Oh, I saw a big head over there. Yeah, you're a dream writer. We're all dream writers. Outstanding. And this is from England. This is written in British way. Well, I wouldn't give some of mine away too. It's a bit different, but yeah. I've got few of mine too.
English on the other side of the pond. There you go.
I got some of mine. I got quite a lot of copies.
Robin will expect a verbal report on that book in 2 weeks. So you can tell us what Linda's book is all about. I think that'd be a perfect thing to do. As long as you got the gift,
copies.
you need to give the gift then to the rest of the teen ministry.
Who wants one?
Is that fair?
A guy.
There you go.
Cookie or her, you, I don't know. I'll see if I might have another one.
So anyway, I think...
oh, there.
There you go.
I'll get you another one.
I'm not worried about it. I'll get one when I get one.
It's 30 minutes. You know how I did that book? I did that in 3 months. It was self-published. Now it's in Japan, in France, and in India, in Sri Lanka. I'm going to Japan. I'm going to Japan in May, and this book I recorded on my iPhone. Right after I lost my job, I started recording my experience of it, and it's the 30 days after I lost my job. And I'm saying, okay, now let's see if all this stuff works. Now I've lost my job, and I just start recording. And applying the law of attraction. How am I going to attract my dream job now? And this was published in 2-3 months because it was recorded. I didn't even have to type it. I mean, we can come up with creative solutions.
Wow.
Yeah, and somebody rewrote it, just make sure my English was okay, and now it's being translated in France. And
now we can almost understand you.
Thank you.
So, you know, we're coming to the end of our time here. And first of all, do any of you teens have another question for Lilou? A statement, a thought? Did you appreciate this? What would you like to say to the teens as a parting shot from you? A lesson, advice, something about that follow your dream thing I think is coming, but...
Well, I just want to say I love you guys. I really, let's open our hearts and let's go beyond our, shyness and inhibition, as Marianne Williamson said, and let's just shine our light. Let's just be bright lights. We really need it right now. We really need it, all of us. And YouTube, Facebook, Twitter is all part of that. You know, Facebook is the third biggest nation on the planet. I mean, this is huge. What happened with Egypt, what's happening right now. This is millions of people connecting, and everything is possible now. So let's use those. Those were given, and we understand that, and that's how I spread all those videos too. And social media is so big, and we can create a lot around that. So let's use those tools. Let's use technology in a good way.
Excellent.
Yeah.
How about you guys? Thank you to Lilou.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Sorry,
so much.
It
was a thrill to have you here with us today.
Thank you, Ken.
Mile High Church.
And you rock.
You rock too.
Because we bump into each other over here. It's awesome. Thank you.
Cool. All right. Thank you very much.
Got there first.
Thank you.
What did she give you?
She gave me a Be Love bracelet.
You know what?
Ouch.
What's your name again? Frankie.
Oh, this is for me?
Yes, this is for you.
Is this the same?
It says Be Love.
Lilou? Oh, this is me. Oh, thank you so much.
Sergey is 100% love.
Yes, we are.
He is, you are.